my friends, and welcome to Magician Appetizer number 9, a bite-sized piece of food for thought to help you on your magic journey. Just a reminder that we're taking a little break from the interviews because I am cooking up some awesome things for you, yes, you, that you're really going to enjoy that's going to help, number 1, your magic, your performance, performing stuff that you're proud of, that you helped make, you wrote, you created, and to help your business, which I am hyper passionate about. So for this episode, I am bringing you 7 things that work in 2020 to bring you more bookings. So if you are a working magician, or if you're just getting started or trying to get more bookings, but you care, you're passionate about booking more gigs, maybe the tactics that you were using last year stopped working or worked less effectively, this is the episode for you. I have some tactics that work in 2020. Number 1, this is my all-time favorite tactic for booking gigs, and I still can't believe that people do not use it. Email marketing. Email marketing. Get into the people's inboxes that would be booking and tell them a little bit about what you do. Start the dialogue, and more importantly, start the relationship. I'll give you a little word of advice and word of warning for email marketing. If you read over your email and it says I in all of it, I'm great, I've been doing this, you should hire me because of how great I am, that's not going to be an effective email. It's much better for it to say, this will help you, your event. I do lots of events like these to help your people get XYZ, these benefits, these values, and so on. That's number 1. And my second tip for email marketing is you got to have a niche. You got to niche down. You can't just randomly send emails to people and say you should hire me. It's much better and easier and more effective if you know who you're emailing. You've got good testimonials from them. You've got good photos and videos and proof that you are who you say you are, and you can do what you're claiming you can do for their audience. So number 1 thing that works in 2020 still is email marketing. Number 2, some of you might not like to hear this, but this is also a really effective method, is cold calling. Let me help make a little bit of sense of this. You are not a telemarketer. We all hang up the phone when the guy says that he's going to check our air ducts or some nonsense like that. I want to be really clear what you're doing. If you have a niche, if you have a market, then you are calling these people, you're informing them about what it is that you do, and you are building a relationship. When somebody hears your voice, you get to talk with them, you joke with them. I mean, you're a magician, so you're likely at least somewhat personable. It is really valuable for building a relationship. Even if, hear me out, they don't book you that year, and they don't even book you the year after, when the time comes that someone asks them about booking a magician, they know one magician who they've talked with, who made them laugh, who gets it, and that's you. And that comes from your cold calling. So if you know your niche, you know who you're calling, build some relationships and book some gigs. Number 3, I came up with a little term for this, even though it kind of makes no sense. The term is niching your network. And let me explain what that means. So many people try doing this thing where they just post on Facebook like, hey, I'm available for bookings this year. Like, hey, it's Christmas, you should hire me. And me personally, I have found that terribly ineffective. Most of the people that have been interacting with my Facebook or my Instagram or whatever are not necessarily the people that would be booking me. But once again, if you know your niche, you know your market, your target market, who you're reaching out to, then what you do is instead of posting on Facebook, you scroll through your friends and you have your niche in mind. It's at the front of your head. And any friend who seems like they have any relationship to your niche, you send them a message and you say, hey, I'm doing more restaurant magic this year, and I know that you used to work at The Keg. Can you help put me in contact with the decision maker there? Or, hey, I perform at summer camps and I know that you're a counselor at so-and-so camp. Can you get me in contact with the director? Different things like that. So instead of just posting it out in the blue and hoping people connect with you, you can reach out to specific people who may have relationships, say hello, say hi to them, make friends, kiss some babies, and tell them what you're working on, what you're doing, and see if they can help. More often than not, if they have a relationship to your target market, they are ecstatic to pass your name along and potentially work together with you, which how fun would that be to work with your friends? Number 4, another tool and tactic that I cannot believe that people don't use is rebookings. The more organized that you are, the more effective this will be. But if every year you're not calling back the people that booked you last year or emailing them back personally, I'm not just talking about an email list and emailing out, no. personally emailing those people to say, hey, how are you? That was such a fun event last year. It was amazing. Do you have it again happening this year? Obviously, it doesn't work for every industry, but people who have birthdays again. Maybe people that have weddings don't have weddings again, but summer camps do it every year. Christmas parties do it every year. Loads of different events that you might be booked at happen every single year. So if you're not calling back your past clients for rebookings, then you are leaving gigs and gigs on the table. Number 5, referrals. This is a really valuable tool that anybody can use as long as you have any gigs in the past. All you do is you reach out to those past gigs and you see if they can connect you to other people just like them. This is hyper powerful, obviously, depending on your niche. Sometimes people don't want you to bump up with their competition, but sometimes it will help a boatload. Let me give you an example. When I do my summer tour, after I book a camp or when I'm in the process of booking a camp, I'll often say to them that they can save some money if I book some other camps in the area, because that way the travel cost is split amongst people and it helps me do a little tour in the area and more effectively make use of my time and save some money. That has been hyper effective with helping me build relationships, particularly with camps that I'm going up to for the 2nd or 3rd year, because they already know what I do, they already love it, they're already fans, so they're more than excited to send an email or a phone call to one of their nearby camps and say to them, hey, we brought Jonah last year, he was amazing, he's going to be up during this time. If you have any interest in booking him, here's his info. That's been hyper valuable for me, and you should try it. Referrals. Number 6, Facebook ads. Facebook ads is a really hella powerful tool right now. Not only can you see all the metrics and can you do lots of different stuff, pick your text, pick your images, test different text and images, but here's the key part. You can target people. You can specifically pick the types of people that you want and target them. You want restaurant owners? You can do it. You want people who run big companies? You can do it. You want people who go to big convention centers? You can do it. Concert, whatever it is that you want, you can do it. You can target people on Facebook and Instagram ads, same thing. So if you're not using Facebook ads or Instagram ads for your business, then you might want to start. It's hyper valuable. And number 7, this one actually surprised me only because it's 2020, but Google Ads. I guess for some reason I thought there have been so many new ad platforms, being on Instagram stories and maybe advertising on TikTok and all these weird places, but Google Ads is still hyper effective. That's where people are typing in looking for a magician. And if when they click on your page, you are above and beyond, you're blowing their minds. They see testimonials from people just like them, videos for types of events that they do, and so on and so on. Google Ads are hyper valuable. Well, there you go. Those are 7 tips that I know work in 2020 because I use them and you should too. Let me give you a quick course of action. This might seem like it's a lot to take in. There's so many different ways to book gigs. Pick one of these that really excited you. Maybe something I said cued something in your brain or gave you an idea or whatever, and execute on that for a little bit. And then you can come back to this episode, remember one of the other ones, and try that out too. I wish you the best of luck in booking gigs in 2020. I'll be doing the same thing, and I'll see you next Thursday.